And they function as parasites on this planet. And the great majority of people are becomes parasites. Not that they want to be parasites. They really want to be loved. But there is no other way. Everybody is the same. And so we need now people to be different, to believe in themselves, and express their love and be happy and unite with everybody. And that is the final awakening. And now the question is, who is awakening on this planet? See, the young people, they're already there. They already know the system is something very bad and something very wrong with the system, and they're trying to get away from it. But one day, they have to pay the bills. And they have to be part in that system, and they become equally as greedy and as negative as the rest of mankind. Or they are 90% of the day negative and 10% nice. Sort of maybe 1 hour before they go to bed. But that's not good enough. What is good enough is that we are all the time alert and stimulating one another to do the right thing. Not by judging, but by showing the way. You can be simply showing the way. Many simple people who work in hospitals and prisons even, who are very loving, because so many people suffer so much, and they work from morning to night because they love to serve. And they will be rewarded this way. Most people don't understand about karma. Most people don't realize, because of the dogma, that life is infinite. There's no end to it. We've already lived infinitely before, and now we are here, learning the lessons of integration, where we need to learn to create a situation where the negative situations and the positive situations unite. Not the positive in preference of the negative, no. Because you create separation that way. You have to unite them. Like a man, positive, a woman, negative. These poles need to be united so that you get one big light. And this is what consciousness is. If you get a positive and a negative pole of electricity and you put them together, the light goes on. The same is your consciousness. But for that, you need to get married. So all human beings need to go through the marriage experience, in which you attract the opposite sex and learn to unite with them. They're different. A woman is different. A man is different from a woman. They have different functions. A woman is intuitive. She's more from the inner world. A man is more the outer world and wants to create in the outer world. And a woman with her intuition could inspire the man to create most wonderful things. But man doesn't believe in woman. Woman is seen as a second citizen and doesn't get the same rights as the man. This is total ignorance, because it is the woman that has access to intuition. It is the access to God. It is the access to love within one's heart. And so we need to learn that. And that is why we are here. And if we get married with the opposite sex, we have to learn to dance in harmony and become as one person. When you become as one person, you automatically become so conscious about your possibilities as a creator that the two of you begin to create the most wonderful things in the world, so that other people can also do the same, because we are all the same. We all have to stimulate everyone to be equally as knowledgeable and capable and creative as everybody else, and not one trying to control the others. No, equal. Those who are highest in consciousness will get the respect of everybody. It's a question of respect. It's not a question of control. And so we are now at that point that we have reached the ability to embrace these concepts, that we can actually understand that. And now we have to do it. And life is so simple. It is not a difficult philosophical thing that you have to learn every day. No. You just have to live it. You have to live your life knowing who you are, knowing that you need to integrate with the opposite and trust the opposite. The greatest gift you can give to your friends or to your partner is the gift of trust. Where you trust them to be divine, that you trust them that they will do the right thing. And if you trust it, they will do it, even if they were not wanting to do it. But because you trust them so much, they're going to do it anyway. That's creation. And that is security. That now you feel secure in yourself, because you know you can pass on the knowledge that you have to others by just being honest. Honest, not to other people, but honest to love. Honesty is also something that's misunderstood. Exactly everything is misunderstood on this planet. And now the game is to understand it. We have made so many mistakes. And it is good that we made all these mistakes. Because you will never know the truth unless you have studied all that is not true. And now we can see that we have been misguided by our religious organizations. Almost every religious organization has got it by the wrong end. Because religion is not in order to help and love and guide people to the right thing, but religion is created to control. And they create a dogma with lots of rules. And if you upset the rules, you have upset God, according to their stories. But God is not upset about that. God is not upset you making a mistake. God is upset if you kill people. That's a bad thing. And they are prepared to kill because you broke the rule. And that's wrong. And if you're honest, you know it is wrong. And so we have to become more confident with our own level of discernment and believe more in ourselves. And we begin to live with more honor and more respect for one another. And so the time has come to stop reading the newspapers, to stop listening to those leaders that are totally confused and express themselves with tremendous violence. These are not the leaders. These are the false leaders. The true leaders will always direct you to yourself. Will always direct you to make peace. And peace is not something that takes years and years of negotiation. Peace can happen right now. By just making that decision, we want peace. Yes, of course, every human being is your brother and your sister. Forget about the cultures. Forget about the religions. But remember, we are human. We are all humans. And the true game is to master the animal inside yourself. The animal is not yet learned to unite with its divine aspect. The animal is still fearful. And you as a human being, and I and everybody else, we have each one for ourselves. We have to decide to conquer the animal, so that the animal is not anymore expressing itself with its fears, but it's the divine that expresses itself with love and with cooperative attitudes. And then we get the new world. The new world is not a gift that comes to us. A new world is that's what you deserve because of your actions and because of your expressions. And we are very close to that now. We're very close. In the last 10 to 20 years, the children that have been coming into incarnation are all souls that are very highly evolved, who would understand these concepts so easily. But they are still battling with the dogmas that are projected upon us by their parents and by their religious leaders, and not know quite what to do. They feel confused. And the education is abominable. They don't teach you nothing about you.